This is the largest painting that David Hockney has ever done on a single canvas. It's called Mulholland Drive, The Road to the Studio. David Hockney, even though he's English, he has lived and worked in LA for a long time. So this is a painting about LA. It's done entirely from memory.
Lauren, this painting was made for you. It's because of the sweater. It was meant to be. I do really like the range of marks, and you can see how he really pushes opaque paint with transparent paint, and there's multiple layers going on.
He's really about the wandering eye. He wants to give you this whole scope of everything around you. So he's trying to do that, but for our age and for landscape painting, not objects.
I like that it's his city. It does feel very personal.
I really like that this artwork is able to stay here where it's within its correct context. People that are here can look at this and say, oh, this reminds me of me or where I live, or this has changed since he's done this painting.
Well, it was painted in the 1980s, and I think it is almost a historical record of how different the landscape is.
He always uses super bright colors, both very immersive, but then it's also particular, and you see all these little individual patterns here that make this much larger piece. Just to be able to see like his swimming pool work and then go and see something like this, because you can see that he can do something extremely like detailed and precious, but he can also do something that's much more active and has a lot more movement. He tends to use tube colors, very prismatic.
Wait, what is prismatic colors?
Sorry. Prismatic color is when it looks like it's come out of a prism that makes the rainbow. It's like rainbow colors. So there's nothing wrong with prismatic colors. I'm wearing them. I love his sense of patterns. When I say that I'm like not into that style of painting, it's just that I don't paint in that particular way. He's painting very thin. He's putting like 1 layer, 2 layers down max. For me, that technique, I prefer optical mixing, that sort of intensity and slowness. It's like it's right there, it's right now.
I do really like the range of marks, and you can see how he really pushes opaque paint with transparent paint, and there's multiple layers going on. It just feels a little fragmented, though.
That's his whole thing, though, is he's really about the wandering eye. He wants to give you this whole scope of everything around you. That's really hard. The Cubists tried to do that. In Cubism, show multiple angles. That looks very fragmented. So he's trying to do that, but for our age and for landscape painting, not objects. He's one of the few artists I know that's very much into like the joy of painting. It's not tragic for him. It's something that should be like really enjoyed. And he always wants to come back to his inner child. Now he's using like iPads and iPhones to do the sketches for his work or to put them all together. It's a lot more digitally related. He jumped on that really fast. I think this might be my favorite area right here. But you also have this really interesting angle where it is showing perspective. It's the only place in here that really shows perspective. Everything else is sort of flat and collaged together. So this area stands out. It's almost like he has seen this from a balcony or something. He does have one swimming pool down there.